on a new marker. This is going to be a scenario gun. This is the rap4 T68 split fire. This marker is really nice if you're in scenario. I would have to say this is probably one of the best markers out there going as far as realism for a real military weapon. It has all of the same look, feel as a real AR-15. As a matter of fact, I'm going to show you one side by side and you can see the difference. Alright, take a look here. This is a real AR-15. Look at that. Look at the rap4. I mean, at a glance, I mean, it really looks like a real military weapon. It even has the cocking mechanism right there, just like a real AR does. See that? It's the same. Sight, rail, that's a real one. See that? I mean, they have went all out to make this look like a real military grade weapon. Flipping over this side, I mean, even when you push the button to, I'm going to show you that there, to release the clip, see how that moves? The real one, see that? See that moving right there? Identical action. I mean, they have really gone out to make this thing look like the real deal. I got to give it to them props for making this thing look like a real weapon that's going to have a lot of fun out there on the scenario field. Now, one thing that makes this marker different than anything else they've released before is this is why they call it the split fire. Now, what you can do is you can use a hopper, or you can actually use the magazine. What happens is you just dial this little dial right here, and it changes from allowing it to receive paintballs from the clip or from the hopper. Now, these clips hold about 18 rounds. You spin these right here, allows it to slowly drop down, but that's going to be in the second part of the video. We'll show you how to put paintballs in there, and we're going to test fire it and see how accurate it is and how consistent it is, stuff like that. I know you guys want to see. But a clip holds 18 rounds. So if you want the most realism and you want to be a sniper and you want to put a scope or something like that on the gun, you don't have to have the hopper. You can just strictly use the magazine. Get you a couple magazines and you can carry 2 of them with 18 rounds. They did put a clamping feed neck. Yes, I love clamping feed necks. I know you do too. Instead of those stupid, twisty, grabby things that just don't work well. But this is a clamping feed neck, so it's going to take all your hoppers and they're not going to fall off when you go running through the woods. The sights are adjustable just like a real AR-15. Totally adjustable for windage, elevation. You can take the rail off if you want and add scopes or other features. This one is set up with a 5-ounce CO2 bottle. And what you can do is it gives you this little rail that you insert inside here that allows you to use the stock. And now it's totally adjustable. You can adjust that for whatever length that you need to make the gun fit you well. It also has another feature you can get with a gun. This is for the remote. Same thing, you can adjust it, fit your shoulder how you want, and keep your remote on the back for you guys that like to use remotes. And they just got so many different things that you can use on this gun. I'm going to show you again when I twist the dial here what happens. As you can see, right now it's set to magazine. When you twist that dial, it opens up so it can feed from the bottom. Then when you twist it, you'll see how that closes. And let's see if you can see that in the camera. I don't know if you can. It's just hard to get light right in there. But then you can look right down in there and you can see that it's open now, ready for the hopper. Okay? And for right now, we're going to test it with a regular compressed air tank instead of CO2, so I'm just going to screw on a regular tank. Alright guys, I'm going to show you how to load the clip on the rap4 split fire. First of all, what you're going to do is you're going to twist this dial here, and what that does, see that it depresses a spring internally in the magazine, and you can see that going down. And then you're just going to twist it like you would like you're winding a clock. Pretty much till it stops. Okay. Now once you got that done, you'll see how this thing works. It's got a little locking feed neck on there, and there's some little ball bearings in here that keep the paintballs in. Once you got that spring down, then you can go right ahead and just load you some rounds. You're going to want to go ahead and hold that little collar all the way down. Now, before I started filming this, I did some testing with other different types of paint. And one thing you really have to be careful with on this is bore size. I have some JT Abyss paint, and it was just a little larger, and it would not function in the magazine. So make sure you use a little smaller bore paint for this to properly work. Okay, once you got that in there, then you can go ahead and insert your magazine. Now you're ready to fire. Let's test it over the Crony, and let's see how consistent it is. .236, 234, 246. Up a little bit, but this caliber scenario gun, that's normal. Alright, we have a hopper on there now. I've got the gun set to hopper, so let's just see how it shoots like that. Make sure you can see that okay. It's extremely smooth. Now the gun is definitely has more weight than the Project Salvo, which is definitely going to help on the recoil, but this thing really shoots smooth. I'm really impressed with that. Now let's go ahead and twist the dial now. As you can see, I'm turning that dial. Now I'm switching it to the clip mode. Let's see how it fires with that. Let's see if we can shoot as fast. Out of rounds there. Did you hear that? Dry fire. Definitely a distinctive sound when you're out. Twist it back to hopper. Accurate too. I mean, the thing is just right on the money. I am just putting a nice orange color spot on that tree right there. It's dead on. Now one thing you notice when you look down these sights, it lines up with the sights right away. The ball almost kind of raises up a little bit to fire at and line up with your sights. I'm shooting right there, probably about 25 yards, dead on the money. And, like I say, the hopper sits off side, so you can still look right down the sights of the marker. Shoots absolutely wonderful. I really, really like it. Alright guys, thanks for watching socialpaintball.com. This has been the review on the Flipfire rap4 T68 marker. Hope you've enjoyed it as much as I've enjoyed making it. Thanks again.